The Luna price just doubled in a week. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest gainers over the last 7 days. It's called Terra Luna, and it's an algorithmic stablecoin project. We're going to be analyzing how it managed to rally from $50 to nearly $100 and add $14 billion in market capitalization in just the last 8 days. We're going to be talking about why that happened and where I think it is going next. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Starting over here on CoinMarketCap, we can see that Terra Luna is currently sitting at a $34 billion market capitalization. Over the last 7 days, it is up 62%, up at $93. And if we look at the price action, we can see in just the last 8 to 9 days, it has rallied from wick to wick almost 100%. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break down some of the levels of resistance that it has, one, broken, and two, that it is currently testing, so that we can have an idea of, is it about to go back to all-time high? And we're also going to talk about some of the fundamental reasons why it might be undergoing a major rally right now. Scrolling back about a week and a half, Luna was sitting here in a symmetrical triangle pattern. If we just go ahead and hit our replay button back to February the 21st, we will see that Luna was in a bear flag. This bear flag was pointing very far to the downside. But if we scroll forward, we will see that that's not what Luna did. It went under a major rally to the upside, first breaking resistance at $56, then breaking flat resistance based on this high that we set on February the 8th at $60. Then it broke this downtrending level of resistance right here, breaking it at $65, and now it's rallied all the way up to this uptrending level of resistance here, and this ultra long-term level of resistance going back to 2020 right there. That is called the convergence of resistance, and at the moment, if Luna is able to break that, as well as our flat resistance sitting here at $100 even, then Luna could be in blue sky breakout territory, because it would be breaking all-time high, both of these trend lines, and $100 flat. That would be a very interesting move for Luna, but it would actually make a lot of sense fundamentally. What we've seen happen on Luna over the last 3 years is a lot of development. Now, I'm not going to get into a ton of the development on the back end of what has happened with Luna right now, but what I can tell you is that it is the leader in its class of algorithmic stablecoin projects, and some of its stablecoins, such as UST, as you can see down here. Terra UST has 13 billion in circulating supply, which is obviously not quite as much as something like Tether, sitting at 80 billion, but that is a force to be reckoned with. That is a very highly used stablecoin. There's obviously others as well being used for different currencies. So we're seeing a lot of use case being built on the back of Terra Luna and its ecosystem. This project has grown significantly as a result of its fundamentals. So let's talk a little bit about where this project might be going. If Luna is able to break $100, then we need to start getting into the territory of looking at things like market capitalization if we're going to discuss where it's going to go. Now, the first thing I want to point out here is that Terra Luna is obviously tied to Terra USD. Terra USD has a $13 billion market capitalization, as that's what its circulating supply is. So Terra Luna obviously is garnering some of its own market capitalization from its different supporting layer 2 protocols and projects such as Terra USD. All of that to say that whenever things built on Terra Luna succeed, then Terra Luna's price succeeds as well. In the same way that when layer 2 succeed on Ethereum, Ethereum succeeds. When layer 2 succeed on Cardano or on Solana, then Cardano or Solana succeed. Terra Luna has the exact same thing going for it. You can build decentralized applications and DeFi on it, and it specializes in those stablecoins. So I do think you're going to see Terra Luna start jumping quite a bit, and I would not be at all surprised to see Terra Luna itself passing Tether in market capitalization, because Terra Luna, in my opinion, does a better job of creating stablecoins than Tether does itself. Tether is highly centralized, and because of that, there are many different regulatory concerns for whenever governments eventually do start cracking down on stablecoins. Luna, on the other hand, is fully decentralized and algorithmic, so that there's no real way to crack down on its creation of stablecoins. I do believe that Terra Luna is going to go to $100 billion market capitalization, insofar as the rest of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is in a rally. If we see $1 trillion Bitcoin, $1 trillion market capitalization Bitcoin, then I do think you're going to see $100 billion Terra Luna. And if it did that, then we would see Terra Luna rallying all the way up to $250 or $300. Now, that would actually make a lot of sense from a technical standpoint as well, because some of these different rallies that we've seen, for example, we can look at a bull flag right here that's painting. This gives us a price target, if we were to extrapolate here, pointing up towards about $170. That is getting close to that $200 territory. So the confluence between the technicals and the fundamentals are both saying a multi-three-figure Terra Luna is not out of the cards. So I want to ask you the question, do you believe that based on the fundamentals of Luna, how it's building layer 2 applications, how it's building out a next generation stablecoin ecosystem, do you believe that the foundational protocol Terra Luna deserves to be worth $100 billion? I think it does, but at the same time, I think Cardano deserves to be worth $100 billion. I think Solana deserves to be worth a little bit more than it's worth right now just because of the strength of its community. So do you believe that the algorithmic stablecoin market is large enough to drive Terra Luna to a $100 billion market cap? I think it is, but I think it's going to take some time. So here's my final thoughts on Terra Luna. It has some of the best fundamentals in the space for what it does. It is the leader in what it does as well, and what it does, building algorithmic stablecoins along with other different decentralized applications, is one of the most important parts of the future of the decentralized finance movement. So I think Terra Luna is going to be one of the linchpins for the growth of this industry when inevitably regulators come and knock on the door of projects like USDT and USDC. Terra Luna is going to be there to pick up the pieces, and it's going to gather that market capitalization whenever Tether and USDC come under fire from regulators. I think Terra Luna is going to be able to come in and sweep up some of those gains and some of that growth, because I do believe it's a strong project. Although I do also believe that Terra Luna may need to chill out a little bit since it's grown almost 100% in the last week and a half and Bitcoin is hardly moving. It may need to pump the brakes just a little bit because it's getting a lot of investment right now, and if it starts to see any kind of shaky foundation, a lot of the money might come out of Luna and go back into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has not done a 100% rally yet, and people might start seeing more opportunity elsewhere. They might take profits from Luna and put it into a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or a Solana or a Cardano. Cardano being below $1, that is something that absolutely could happen. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of that in the comment section down below. Where do you believe Terra is going price-wise? Where do you believe Terra Luna is going price-wise? And why? Tell us down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow us on all of our social media at CryptoJeb on Instagram and Twitter, at CryptoJebOfficial on TikTok. And also make sure to check out some of our affiliates and sponsors with the links in the description box down below. Lux Algo is a phenomenal technical indicator package. I use it every single day, and you will get a lot of value out of it, so check it out as well. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely consider subscribing, because we're trying to help you become financially free in these cryptocurrency markets. And also, consider following us on Twitter at CryptoJeb for more updates on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Peace.